How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video for you guys. We'll be doing the review of episode 4, the finale of Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. And granted, there's a bit to talk about. Though, I've said this before and I'll say it again, this should have just been a freaking movie. But, anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way for the final time, let's get right into it. Because at this point, everything kind of falls into the balance when it comes down to kind of down to the wire with everything that's going on. With the president about to make a speech, also possibly declaring war with China, Leon contacts one of the agents from the very beginning of the show to inform the president of Wilson, who was the corrupt official, and his dirty dealings. Wilson is in his facility where all of his bioweapons are at, where he proceeds to try to bribe or threaten Claire Redfield to staying silent. When Jason shows up, and due to him not taking the inhibitor, he proceeds to turn into a BMW and bites Wilson, who runs off. At this point, the facility goes full-on red alert as it starts trying to destroy the evidence of any other bioweapons by tossing them in or dropping them in a very corrosive acid. It gets to the point where, and I'm not gonna lie, seeing this, it kind of reminded me of the last moments of the film Resident Evil Degeneration, where they had the pharmaceutical facility, and they had the G virus, and when everything started to go to shit, you had everything being dropped in a pit. So to some degree, this last act of the show kind of reminded me of that. We have Shen and Leon that show up. Shen gets killed, unfortunately. Kind of in a very brutal way, too. Where freaking he just snaps her neck. And Leon and Claire are trying to stop Jason from exposing himself and creating mass hysteria for the entire country, or entire world for that matter. So they're trying to stop him, destroy him, whatever they need to do to keep him from escaping. And they do succeed for quite a bit. We have Claire, who is dropping platforms into the acid, again reminiscent to Degeneration. And Leon is using any weapon he can possibly get his hands on to take down Jason. Eventually, near the end, Jason is almost able to get free, to the point where he's tearing apart a ceiling of the facility that they're in. And in order to stop him, or kind of keep him from doing so, the last remaining platform Leon drops, causing him to fall into the acid, I should say. Not Leon, but Jason. Jason then kind of has last few words saying, that you help spread my fear and all that stuff like that, and dies. Just, his corroding body proceeds to fall into the acid. The president, who knew about the information, doesn't declare war on China and proceeds to do everything within his power to kind of correct the situation with his address, or his public address, I should say. In the end, Leon saves the day, as well as Claire. They get out. Leon, who still had the chip, holds on to it, and this kind of irritates our good friend Claire. And in one of the last moments of the episode, we see Wilson receiving an inhibitor from Tricell. Now, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. Tricell was the pharmaceutical company that popped up at the end of Fallout, or not Fallout, but Resident Evil Degeneration, as well as was one of the main pharmaceutical companies that basically was causing or creating the Ouroboros in Resident Evil 5. So, kind of makes you wonder what's going on with that. But who knows? Till then, though, all we got was a 4-episode season, which again could have just been taken place in one singular movie. But anyway, that's just me. Final thoughts, again, it has its moments. I love the animation. I love this, I guess to an extent, with it being a Resident Evil game or Resident Evil movie or show. I mean, the story itself is interesting. It does kind of follow the same motif as some of the other stuff where it's, there's this conspiracy. We got to stop this conspiracy from taking place. We got to stop a civil war. We got to stop these BMWs or bioweapons. And just, get to see cool monsters. I still want to harp on Leon. The actor sounds younger, as well as the character itself looking younger. Some of the lip syncing or some of the dialogue seems out of sync compared to the English dub and what we see with the animation or computer generated animation for Resident Evil. But other than that, it was alright. I kind of enjoyed it. So with that, I don't think I have anything else I need to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and peace.